Wear headphones for the best audio experience. Wait, are you still awake? Hey, hon. You're supposed to be sleeping. What? Can't sleep again? You always have insomnia, don't you? Were you up too late playing games with your friends again? Or were you working hard? I see. Is your brain too active? Well, mine is not. I'm actually quite tired. So tired, in fact, I think I might fall asleep in the next 10 minutes. What? No. You don't want me to go to sleep? You want me to stay up with you? But then I'd miss out on all my beauty sleep. You don't think I need any more beauty sleep? Well, aren't you a charmer? I'm still feeling sleepy. But if it's what you wish, my love, I can stay up a little longer. Do you want me to talk you to sleep like we used to? Oh, wait, hold on. Our cat is here. Looks like she's deciding to sleep on my pillow tonight. So, you want me to talk you to sleep again? I can never say no to you, you know? You're my weakness, what can I say? Like if I was a superhero, you would be my kryptonite. I melt for you. I can never say no. Okay, fine. Since I don't have any work tomorrow, I guess I can stay up a little longer and help you out as a favor, okay? But you have to work on going to sleep. You have to actually go to sleep, okay? You can't just listen to me for an hour and then not go to sleep, okay? Let's see, what time is it right now? It is currently 11:53. Okay. So let's just say it's practically midnight right now. So if you don't fall asleep by 1 a.m., I'm calling it. And I'm gonna knock out, okay? Is that a deal? That's a whole hour. I am being so generous. I don't know why you're putting up such a fight. An hour of just me yapping. That is very generous, okay? If you can't fall asleep in an hour, you weren't gonna fall asleep to begin with. Okay. Alright, my lovely customer. Your hour starts right now. Or not now, I started 5 minutes ago. Okay. Okay, so why don't you get comfy? Okay, get comfy, get nice and cozy in our blankets here. Here, I'll do the same. I'll cuddle up to you. How's this? Can I use your chest as a pillow? Thank you, love. Okay. Alright, I'm all cozy. I'm ready. Let the yap sesh of all of my thoughts just spill out. Okay. Alright. Gosh, what should I talk about? Should I be sappy? Should I talk about nonsense? Well, first off, I love feeling the rise and fall of your chest as you breathe. I love feeling the warmth that your body has on my skin. And I love listening to your heartbeat as my head's on your chest. It's very calming. And on quiet nights like this, where I don't have like work or school the next day, and I can stay up like this with you. Well, no, not stay up. I stay up. You don't stay up. You go to sleep. On nights like this, where I get to just talk to you and talk you to sleep, I'm just so grateful for, like, it's like a pause in the clock, because I feel like life goes by so fast, but nights like this where everyone's asleep, well, not everyone, I think our upstairs neighbors might be awake. I think I heard them walking around earlier. But nights like this where it feels like the whole city is asleep and we're the only two awake, I feel like time pauses for us. It pauses so that we can have a special little moment together. And although it might not be like, something that like sticks with you for the rest of your life, like, like if you ever went like skydiving, then like, yeah, I remember that time I went skydiving. But I don't feel like people are ever like, oh, that one time, or those couple times my girlfriend talked me to sleep. And although they're like precious moments, I feel like they all kind of blend together. But I love them. I love just spending time with you, talking to you. And although you can't reply back to me because you're sleeping, right? Right, baby? You're sleeping, right? Although you can't reply back to me, I still feel very comforted, because I'm talking to you. Whether you are listening right now or whether you are sleeping, I get to talk to you. And I love talking to you. It's soothing. And I love cuddling you. I like to wrap my legs in between yours and entangle our bodies together. Like some kind of morbid Boy Scout knot of bodies. That's not the imagery I want you to go to sleep to. Let's think of something cuter. How about our bodies are like little kelp in the ocean, little seaweed getting entangled together. That's a little cuter. That'll do. And wait, like maybe we're like the sea anemones, and then our little tendrils are getting tangled up, and then the clownfish come over. The clownfish is our cat. The clownfish come over and they and they settle on top or like in between us. Like she does sometimes. But right now she seems very content on top of my pillow. And that's fine. She can have it. She can have it tonight. Because I got an even better pillow. Huh, baby? That was a rhetorical question. Don't answer. You're sleeping. What else? What other kind of cute things can I tell you to fall asleep? Oh, you know what? Don't get up. But I have some stuff on my phone I actually thought about talking to you about. I just sometimes I write down some interesting like topics on my phone app, on like the little notes app, and like questions I get from like movies or like talking with friends, and I'm like, you know, my baby I would love to talk about this with my baby too. That'd be nice. I bet that they would have some very, very good things to say. But you can't say because you're sleeping. But let me see. Oh, okay. Here's one that's super cool. I think you would find interesting while you sleep. Okay, so babe, do you know, like in the olden days, like way back when, like in the he, you know, like peasant days, marriage like wasn't for love, it was for diplomacy and like marrying up, you know, like for like Pride and Prejudice, if you've ever watched that. I don't think I've ever watched it with you, so if you ever watched it on your own, like it's like Pride and Prejudice and like Mr. Darcy, yeah, that one. It's like in that time period. So like marriages were not for love, and if you happened to marry someone that you did get along with, that was like a bonus. That wasn't like the main thing. Isn't that interesting? I couldn't imagine being married to somebody who like I can't even tolerate, who like I only married them for their money. You know, because that's just too sad. I mean, like back in the day you did what you had to survive and get by. And hold on, I'm gonna adjust my head. Okay, that's more comfy. What was I saying? Yeah, so like you do what you can to survive, right? So like back then it was marrying up, and you know, like I guess there was like the oldest son would like take the family wealth or something, and then I don't even know what would happen to like the second sons. The daughters they would marry off, but like the second sons, what are they, just like fricked? Are they hosed? Huh. But that's a lot of pressure for like the firstborn son. It's a lot of pressure. You have to like take care of the family, make sure all your sisters get like married off. But yeah. And then all your sisters would go off and marry some like bum ass old men. What the fuck? Some bum ass. Well, I guess they're not bums because they would have money if you're marrying them off. Fine, fine. Some rich hobo. Wait, no, not hobos. Some rich old, like, old farts, you know? Good for them, though. They got. Well, at least they lived comfortable lives. But, ugh, at what cost, you know what I'm saying? But, if they did happen to marry people that they actually liked, that was very few and far between. That'd be so, like, I don't even know what I'd do. I'd probably drink. I'd probably develop a drinking problem. And let's go gambling. I'd probably go gambling. Gambling with the girlies. Yeah. In another life, I am an alcoholic with a gambling addiction. In another life, what are we talking about? It's in this life, baby. Ayo. Ka-ching. Give me that slots. Give me those slots. Ring, ding, 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 ring. That's me at the slots, if you didn't know what I was doing. But, Yahtzee. Man, I love bingo. That's, I don't like, okay, like, when, okay, I don't go to casinos, but, like, if there was bingo at the casinos, I would love that shit. Oh my god, I'm gonna go crazy in the old folks' home. If they still have bingo in the old folks' home by the time that we're old. Man, I love a game of bingo. It's just so fun, you know? Anyways, I got really off topic. Right. Olden days marriages. Okay. But now, in like modern day times, at least, you know, in our country, people usually marry for love. Or green cards. That is also a thing. But in general, for love. And college tuition sometimes. Because colleges be hard and they always go off your parents' income and not, but like even if their parents aren't helping you, they still have to like go off the parents' income, which is so weird. But if you're married, then they go off your spouse's income. So people should honestly just get married in college. They should just like pair up, get married, get free like government grants, get out, divorce. What's a little divorce, you know? I'm kidding. No. If I was to be married, I would hope that we're never like we're getting like, are we getting married? Sorry, this is going on track. Like, if you and me got married, that no divorce, right? Right? That's a trick question. Don't answer me. You're sleeping. Yeah, but anyways, so like, I don't know, it's just so sad. Like, even like breakups and divorce, it's just so like, okay, like breakups are sad, but like divorces, oh my gosh. It can be too sad, you know? I don't want to think about it. I don't want to think about us breaking up or You getting tired of me? That's too sad. You won't get tired of me, right? Would you ever leave me? Okay. Okay, you're allowed to answer that one. Thank you. Thank you. But like, people fall out of love all the time. And I feel like that's something that, yeah, people like grow up and grow apart. But loving someone, I feel like it's hard to describe. It's like it's something that you both choose and don't choose to do. You know, like sometimes you can't help just like falling in love with someone. Like how I fell in love with you. You know, like it just happened so naturally. It's not something that I chose to do. It's just something that happened. But over time, I feel like you have to choose to love someone again and again. It's easy with you. I mean, we just get along so well. But for like couples that have been together for like years and years and years, you know, I feel like there's some level of choosing to love the person you're with again and again. And so I think that's so beautiful. To not only be like, I fell in love with you, but also to be like, I choose to love you. I love that. And love is so complicated like that, you know? I don't even know if I'm making sense. But love is so beautiful. And it can come in so many different forms, like platonic love with your friends, and familial love, and romantic love. I love romantic love. I love yearning. I love yearning for you. I love like when we were first like will they won't they, you know, kind of thing, where we both had crushes on each other. And you know, there was some light flirting, some light like testing the waters, talking to each other all the time, you know, texting each other, talking to each other until like the sun comes up. And I feel like we both knew it. We both knew that we would end up together. It didn't feel like how it usually does with talking stages, you know, that just fizzle out. For us, it was just so easy. And I didn't want to fall in love, you know? Like, before I met you, I was super independent. You know, like I was very busy with work and with school and with my hobbies. And I really just, I didn't feel like I had any room to include somebody in it, in my life, you know? It's just so busy. But somehow you weaseled your way into my life. You were very persistent. And I gotta admit, every time your name popped up on my phone, got a really big smile on my face. Like I was in like middle school with my like texting a crush. So silly. And now look at us. Somehow my life that was too busy to fit like anything now has a whole person in it. A whole person that I can talk to and share my life with. I didn't think it was possible. Finding someone that just fits so perfectly into my life. It's nice having you here. I love you. I love you so much. And I can't, it's hard to even imagine my life without you now. And, you know, it's so sappy. It's so cheesy. But when I think of the future, I no longer think of it as like, what am I going to do in the future? Now it's, what are we going to do in the future? And I hope you think of it the same way, including me in your future plans. I hope so. Okay. That was really sappy. Are you ready for some more sappy? Because I got more introspection locked and loaded in the chamber, baby. I wonder, have you ever like asked yourself who have you ever like asked yourself who you would be if like there was no societal pressures or no like financial pressures? Like, what hobbies would you have if nobody was there or nobody would call it cringe? And what careers would you pursue if nobody was there to be like, oh, that's never gonna make any money? In a different world, who are you? I don't know if like nature and nurture, you know, this is an argument that can also be applied here. I think that a lot of somebody's personality is nurture, but I think there has to be a decent chunk nature, right? Like twins who grew up separately, they still have the same kind of tics, personality quirks as their twin. But I guess if you grew up with a different nurture, a nurture that was very unjudgmental and a lot more free than the ones that we grew up in, where do you think you would be right now? Where do you think you would work or go to school? Do you think you'd like your hobbies would be different. Like, would you be like a YouTuber, a musician, an artist? I think I would probably have pursued video game design, because that's what I wanted to do growing up, like as a kid. Because I was super into video games as a kid. I really loved Pokemon and Kingdom Hearts, Mario, Legend of Zelda. Loved those games, those franchises growing up. So I probably would have done something in that realm. I don't know about coding. Coding seems kind of hard. That seems like too many numbers and brackets. But I think I could have done it. I did very well in school, I'll have you know. Like, our cat's licking herself. But, yeah, you know, I changed my mind. I think I could have coded, or maybe done something in like the art realm, or video game design. Are you getting sleepy yet? Okay, I'll keep talking. But I guess I didn't pursue it because I didn't quite see like a clear path to like the career I wanted. Everything was much too like up in the air. But I'm happy in the career path I chose anyways. I feel fulfilled. And I help people. And that's enough for me. But as for hobbies, I think I would probably do like ASMR. Don't laugh, okay? I'd probably do like ASMR role plays where like I'd play different characters and I could voice act, and I could learn to do like different emotions with my voice. And I think the biggest compliment would be like bringing someone to tears with my voice. This sounds so I'm so embarrassed, but if I was able to like elicit emotions out of people like that, like strong emotions, just like enough to cry, that would be insane. That would be really cool. I would like that a lot. But you know, society is all society. I sound like the Joker. Society is like, it's always trying to beat people into boxes and tell people that you can't do that because that's too out there, that's too weird, that's against the grain. Nobody does that, so you shouldn't either. And that's unfortunate, because I feel like people miss out on so much of life and so much of happiness, you know, and pursuing the things that they want and learning the skills that they want. Because what? They're afraid of being cringe? That's sad. I understand it, but That's just sad that it happens. And it, stops a lot of people from doing the things that they want to. And not that you can't live a full life without it, but like, you're not the version of you that you would have been. But it's never too late, to practice not caring about what other people think of you. In fact, if I see a lot of like ASMR content creators, like they don't even show their face. So as long as nobody recognized my voice, I think I'd be okay. And maybe I could like come up with a stage name. Like, I don't know, something like a Greek mythology name. That'd be cool. Oh, that'd be sick. Maybe I could do that. Do you ever get the feeling that you don't know who you are? Well, going off of our last topic, like, do I actually like boba tea, or do I just drink it because that's what people do? Okay, that was a bad example. Hold on, I'll find a better one. Oh, you know what? Okay, this is a good example. When people get into relationships and they kind of just like lose themselves in their relationships. I don't feel like this with you, by the way. We're totally fine. This is just an example, okay, babes? Don't worry. But like, so I've seen some of my friends who get into a relationship and they just start changing into a mirrored version of whoever they're dating. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, I am guilty of this too. Yeah, I'm gonna be totally honest. I totally I'm also guilty of this. But not that I became like a mirrored version of what like my ex was, but I felt like I became like the version that they wanted me to be, if that makes sense. Have you ever felt this way? Wait, sorry. No, you're sleeping. But I felt like I had lost myself. After that relationship ended, I had to kind of find myself again. Who was I? I couldn't remember. Who was I before the relationship? What kind of music did she listen to? It was hard to recall. So after that breakup, I had to kind of find myself again and discover who I was without that person. And it was scary, but at the same time, so exciting. Like meeting yourself. That's like the only way I can really describe it. You know, like, where do I want to go eat? What movies do I want to go see? What should I do with my day? All of it was up to me. And it was great. I remember being very scared to be on my own. But, you know, after it happened, the whole breakup, it was nice not having to worry about, like, what, you know, like, oh, am I allowed to wear this? Am I allowed to go out with these friends? I could just ask myself, like, well, what do I think about it? Are these friends good people? Are they safe to be around? And for my outfits, it's like, okay, what do I think is cute? And I feel like everybody should have those kinds of moments in their life to really figure out who they are, separate from any relationship or family member or best friend who's a little too controlling. I feel like they should really just look inside and see, who am I as a person? And hopefully they find a good person underneath everything. But some people can have bad experiences in the past and be hardened. But hopefully, meeting good, intentioned people, they can soften up with time. But I don't feel like I've lost myself with you. If that's what you're worried about right now. I still feel like I'm me. And that was one of the green flags I have about us, is that I still feel like I'm me. You allow me to still be me. I mean, if you didn't allow is a weird word to use there, but like, you make me feel safe to still be me. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. And I know you would never, like, ask me, like, oh, I don't think you should wear that or anything, but, like, I guess I'm the type of person that's, like, always... This makes me sound so... This makes me sound cringe, but, like, I guess in relationships, I am always thinking about my significant other, and, you know, like, oh, I shouldn't, you know, I should be careful around my guy friends because I don't want my significant other to ever feel uncomfortable. I guess it's just habit. But I don't know. And I know you would never, like, you know, I'm trying to be careful with my words there. I know you would never, like, be controlling like that with me, dictating, like, who I'm with or what I wear, what I eat, you know? Like, that's crazy. I know you wouldn't do that to me, but I can't help it. I just really like this relationship, and I'm always wanting you to be comfortable in it. I guess. And that's the, I guess like we could just remedy that with communication, you know? I don't have to automatically be like, I can't do this. You have great communication with me. I appreciate that. It's never like those stupid games where people are always questioning where they stand in a relationship, or who's the dominant one or whatever in the relationship. That's stupid. I don't like playing those games. Those power trip games. I just want to be equals. I just want to feel like you treat me like an equal. And I hope that, you feel like I treat you as an equal. But we're partners, and partners imply equal footing. Who is that introspective enough for you? I'm super sleepy now. What else can I gush about you with? Ooh. Do you feel like you're a hopeless romantic? Well, I think you are. I think you're very romantic. I think your love language is... sorry. I think your love languages are words of affirmation and quality time. That's what it was. Quality time. Because I feel like we're most connected when we just get to talk to each other. And I mean, you're always asking me to talk you to sleep, so I guess that's where it comes from. And don't answer, but if you're still awake, think in your head, what do you think my love languages are? I'll be surprised if you can get it right. Have you got your answers? Okay. Good. Now sit on those answers. I'm kidding. I'll tell you. It's been a little bit since I took that love language quiz, but I think my top ones were, it was quality time and acts of service, which makes me sound like a total bitch, but I swear to gosh, I'm not. I mean, I don't think I am. I mean, it depends on who you ask, right? But, okay, quality time is obvious. I love spending time with you. I love just chatting with you, playing games, watching anime, going on dates, just anything with you, I love. And then for oh my gosh, I'm yawning so much. And then for acts of service, Okay. This, I think, stems from like being wanted, like wanting to be taken care of, you know? Because, like, you know, my past with like my family and growing up was rough, and I didn't quite feel taken care of as a kid. I had to become very hyper independent at a young age because there was nobody really taking care of me. But I think that's where that comes from, is like I would like someone to be someone that like is looking out for me and like has my back and, you know, notices when I'm struggling and not only like comforts me but goes out of their way to help me, I guess. Is that pathetic? I feel pathetic saying it. Because I'm supposed to, when you met me, I was such an independent woman, you know? And so to say, be like lying here saying out loud, like, but I also like to be taken care of. Oh my gosh, what a. That's embarrassing. But I do like it when, like it doesn't have to be like crazy things that you can do for me to let you know that or to let me know that you care about me. It can be small things too, like holding the door open for me when we get in the car, or going home, like opening the door for me. I think that's really cute. I really like that when you do it. Or like other small things, or like, I don't know. Oh, like when I'm on my period and you take the blankets that I'm curled up, well, not the blankets that I'm curled up in, but you go and get like different blankets and you throw them in like the dryer to warm them up, and then you replace the blankets I'm like curled up in with, so I can have some warm blankets. Just like, and like doing those unprompted. It's so nice. That's so sweet. I'm gonna cry. Oh, it's just the small things like that to let me know that you love me and you're thinking about me. It's just so sweet. It makes my heart ache. You know, I'm not crying. I'm not. I'm just very touched. Just thinking about it. And that's the kind of person that I'd want to marry and live a happy life together with. Somebody who notices when I need comforting, or a warm blanket, or I don't know. Just someone thoughtful like you. So thank you for being here. Thank you for having met me, having our paths cross. Thank you for being so kind to me all the time. I didn't know how much I needed it. I'm not crying. I'm not. I'm just very happy to have you in my life. And I can't thank you enough, baby. So you know what? I'm sorry I complained a little bit at the beginning about having to stay up an extra hour and talk you to sleep, but it's honestly the least I could do for how much you've done for me and how much you continue to do for me and support my hobbies. You know, I really appreciate it. Anyways, that's all I had to say. Do you think you could cuddle into me closer? Is that okay? Here, I'm gonna cuddle, okay? Much better. I love getting to sleep next to you every night. I've become so reliant on having you here with me. And I know that over-reliance in relationships is unhealthy, but man, I don't give a shit. I need you to fall asleep next to. I need to wake up every morning next to you. I need to eat every meal I cook. I want it to be with you. And watching anime on the couch, eating our little dinner. It needs to be with you. I don't want to do that with anyone else. As clingy and as whatever bullshit, unhealthy that makes me sound, I just don't want to do it with anyone else but you. You are forever my first choice. My first choice in companionship. My first choice in everything. I mean, like, you're the most important thing in the world to me. Why wouldn't I want to spend every single second I can with you? Yeah, I'm clingy. Of course I'm clingy. I'm clingy because I just love you so much. And you know how, like, people need their alone time and stuff? I used to be one of those people. And I still am, but it's different with you. I don't feel like my social battery is depleting when I'm with you. You are my one exception. You actually, I feel like I have a separate battery that's like cuddle time. And it needs to be refilled every night. And sometimes in the mornings when we don't have work. I could live the most mundane life, and it would be so full if you at least were there. My darling, I hope you have sweet dreams. You're asleep, right? I love you so much. I love you. I love you. I love you. You have the sweetest dreams, my love. I hope you dream of, I don't know, us on vacation somewhere. Maybe just, you know what? Maybe just us in bed here. This is a vacation. At least I think of it like that. I love you. Just looking at your sleeping face is just so just the endorphins. the happy hormones just flood my system just looking at your sleeping face. And knowing that I get to fall asleep to that cute little face every night. I'm the luckiest girl in the world. And also the sleepiest girl in the world. Okay. I think it's time for me to pass out. But I will see you in the morning when we wake up, okay? I love you. Maybe I'll make us some, breakfast in the morning. Maybe some breakfast burritos or something. That sounds nice. Okay. I can see my vision closing in. Good night. I love you.